This whole thing, this congestion pricing, I don't understand.
Okay.
Because
let's go at it.
Because New Yorkers did not mess up the streets. We used to have 4-lane avenues. We had ways to get around. You could get. It might have taken a long time because we have big trucks, but you could get around. The idea of having to pay. I'm a lifelong New Yorker. The idea of having to pay to go from point A to point B without really having the conversation, only to see those things go up anyway, it made me feel like nobody was listening. Nobody said, hey, maybe we should not have put all of these bike lanes everywhere. Maybe we should not have
parking lanes.
Yes, and you can't get around now. You can't get to Broadway in time unless you leave the day before.
You only have 30 seconds.
So I know we don't have any more time, and I want to say thank you, and maybe you and I can talk about this, but this is a huge deal because I can afford it. Don't get me wrong. I can afford it. But a lot of my friends who drive in every day, who left here because they couldn't afford to live here anymore, can't. And I know.
I've got the answers. I know. We'll have to do it another time.
So, Governor, I asked you about this congestion pricing, which is driving me berserk.
Right.
What is the point? Because New Yorkers didn't mess up the streets of New York. We have bike lanes in places that we're not prepared for. We have trucks that are too big for what the city says it wants. So how do we make the trucks smaller? How do we make it not another money grab? Because that's what it feels like.
I understand that.
Okay.
But there's many reasons why we're doing this. This city is immovable. We're at a crisis where I can walk backwards in heels faster than most trucks can get down the streets right now. The city is paralyzed. The city is paralyzed. But if you're sitting there with a heart attack and the emergency responders are taking too long to get you.
Kathy, the governor of New York, was being asked what about the failed bipartisan bill immigration bill that has to pass. She said that she blamed Donald Trump because everyone has agreed, and Donald Trump, the people were about to sign like the Republican. But they went ahead and said that no, Donald Trump said they should not sign it because Biden was going to take the glory. So they should wait for him till after some time before that's when they could sign it, if only he wins. So actually, that was a selfish reason for President Donald Trump to have done that, according to the Women Review. That President Donald Trump just wants to take all the glory by himself. President Donald Trump is wrong for whatever he is doing. President Donald Trump did not do well. That's not a good opinion could have been taken. President Donald Trump, that is not fair of him. He could have just allowed the people to sign that bill because it's really affecting the amount of people that are entering, and it's really affecting the amount of people, a lot of illegal, and actually they are blaming President Biden for now, which a real cause is President Donald Trump. So what do you really think? Do you think that President Donald Trump could have just signed that bill and let those people come in the actual way they have said that they have a particular set amount of people that will come into the country every day? Because actually in every country that is big like this, you cannot avoid the immigration side of it. Actually, people will still enter the borders, but they have to be limit and control. That is what he did not even allow that to be signed. What do you think? Do you think he's right or wrong for influencing them people to do that? Let me see your opinion on the comment section and keep watching. The governor went ahead and talked about the National Guard subway which in the New York City. The crime wave was too much. A lot of people were being killed. A lot of things were happening. So she has to hire a lot of National Guard. She has to hire a lot of National Guard. Those National Guard. She has to hire a lot of National Guard. And basically those National Guard really do help. It really helped. Although she said she was being criticized by everyone, but she was not going to stop that because it really do help the people. It helps a lot. The crime wave reduced. Looking at the governor of New York talking about, she was being asked about the National Guard, about being hired a lot of National Guard in the subway city of New York City. She's been criticized for that. She said that yes, she employed a lot of them, because they have really helped to reduce the crime rate. Subway used to have a lot of crime wave. A lot of people were being killed. National Guard put in place, the crime wave have really reduced, and she's proud of herself. So they have been talking a lot, but she says she stood her ground because her predecessor, like those that came before her, did not really want to do it. So actually people keep killing and there was no proof. So but when she came into it and put a lot of National Guard, hire a lot of them, as many as possible, it has really reduced. So she's proud for it. So what do you think? Do you think the governor is right to hire a lot of National Guard, which is influencing the economic and taking the money and pay it? Or do you think she could have just allowed it and followed the footsteps of her predecessor? She said she's one of the first female vice governor for a long time in New York, and it has been a difficult part. The day she learned that she was going to be a governor, she knelt on her knee and asked God to give her wisdom. And actually, God has been giving her wisdom. Then she went to the park with her granddaughter. She said a lady walked up to her and said that if she can become governor, you too can become anything. She was really impressed with that. And women can become what men can do and become more double also. She went ahead and talked about the city, like the cars. They were talking about the transport, the congestion. Too much congestion, like the four-way roadway. But it is slow because it's too much congestion. So what is her plan about that? She says she's planning to do that because there have been really a struggle for that, because people would take a lot of time for transport fare. So she's really working on that. It is slow, and she, like the truck, she make way for them at a certain time of the day, like in the night time, the midnight time. That's when they can really walk. But she says she's still trying to do her possible best to slow. But with everything that she has been working on, it has really helped to reduce the congestion of New York City, and it's still on a work in progress. So actually, what do you think? What do you think can be done to reduce that congestion, that traffic in New York? Let me see your own opinion on the comment section. We don't know who is watching this video. Maybe she can be watching this video, or maybe someone related to that field, to her office, might send her the video. And then your comment on the comment section might help to give her idea on how to help the traffic in New York City. We all know how it is. No, we don't know what can happen. You can change life, you can change the whole city. Impacting one is impacting all. Let me see your own comment on the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help and subscribe and then share the video. God bless you.